Hi everyone, welcome back to Crafting with Slavie. My apologies, I sound a little bit congested. I'm a little under the weather, but I wanted to do the voiceover for this video. I wanted to make some cards that are just really beautiful to have in my stash for when I just need a card that I can throw sentiment on and be done with it. So I used two different Altenew Build a Flower sets. I used the Floral Fantasy die, the Floral Fantasy set, which is what I'm working on here. And then once these are all stamped out, I also used the Winter Rose Build-A-Flower set. I used the same color combinations for both sets. I stuck with 3. And the way that I had the layers go, I did one of each of these color combinations. I was trying out different inks and how I liked them to figure out for future projects which ones I would like the best. So I do recommend you do that with the inks that you do have, just to see how the colors play together, especially because this is a layering set. You want to see how the colors are going to interact one on top of the other. So as always, I used my distress inks. The color combinations that I used for the first set of flowers, which are the purple ones, were Milled Lavender, Victorian Velvet, and Seedless Preserves. Then I went for the next one up, which is the light pink color, was Sponge Sugar, Worn Lipstick, and Picked Raspberry. Then the first red one that I did was Barn Door, Fired Brick, and Aged Mahogany. And then the last red color combination was Abandoned Coral, Festive Berries, and Candied Apple. For the green leaves, I used Mowed Lawn for all of them as they didn't have layers. And then for the details on the Winter Rose die, I went in with Hickory Smoke so that it wasn't that really harsh black line. Not that the lines are harsh, but because I was using some of the lighter colors, I wanted it to be a little bit softer, which is why I used the Hickory Smoke. Now with these layers, this was my first time using this die set, so I did make a little bit of a boo-boo. When I do the next layer set, you'll be able to kind of see it. My first time using Altenew Build-A-Flower stamp sets, so I got really confused because the directions I felt weren't really clear because I hadn't used them before. So here you can see on that bottom right flower, I'm actually just stamping the previous ink a second time to get that layered look, because the way that the instructions are illustrated, it looks like you have to go in with 5 different colors. Now, in playing with the stamp set, I did realize that when I went in with this layer here on the bottom right again, I could have done the same color, so just use the 3 colors. It was in a different place. I'm not really sure why they split it up that way. Not that it really matters. I guess you could use 5 colors. So that one's definitely going to be something that I experiment with in the future. But I just wanted you guys to know that because I just rolled with it. Because why not? Alright, I'm going to step back and let you watch the rest of this. I sped it up really, really fast for the sake of time. And yeah, I'll be right back. Okie dokie, so now we're on to building our panels that will go on the card base. I wanted to keep it very simple, so I just took the lightest and the darkest color from the color palettes that I had chosen, and I did some paint splatters. So I just smushed them on my tonic media mat here and added some water, and then just went in with my brush. You can see it a little bit better here. I really like this look. It just creates a really nice, simple background. And I should mention I didn't speed up this part of the video too much, but coming up is how I put it together. So I did do a lot of playing around with how to arrange the flowers, and I wanted to leave it in there because I didn't do every card exactly the same way. I kind of played around with it just to see what kind of layout I liked the best. And especially with this first card, you'll see that I made a bit of a mistake because I actually foam mounted my flower that should have been completely in the front first, and yeah, I should have done it last, but that's okay. Live and learn, right? So I left this process in. It's really sped up. Otherwise this video would be way too long. And I hope you enjoy. And I'm going to step back, let you watch the process. All right, so that's my cards for today. I did make 8 cards total, and I just wanted to show them all to you here. It didn't take me that long, which is really nice about making cards like this when you're trying to stock up your stash a little bit. And I have some variety, which makes me really happy about what kind of cards I can give to people when I'm short for time. And then I also wanted to include, pardon my head here, I wanted to include just how I finished off a couple of the cards. I did need a couple of happy birthday cards. So I do recommend using the Misty. It was a lot easier than doing it by hand. And that's just a sentiment from my stash. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.